Okay. We are live. Let me just see how we sound real quick. Starting with Twitch. Or not. I gotta refresh it. Come on, Twitch. Let's load. It's gonna take 7 years. There we go. Alright, Twitch is sounding good. How do we sound on YouTube? Oh, why does it sound funky? Hold up. Let me see. Okay, we're good. I don't know. The sound, it like glitched out for me, but I think that was just a Safari thing, not really a OBS issue. So I think we're good. So we can go ahead and minimize that. All right. So what is going on, everyone? DeAndre Hawk 7 here, and we are back with some more Pokemon Legends ZA shiny hunting. We're just, you know, going around Lumiose, seeing what we can get. Still no shiny charm because I do not play this game enough. I don't really play this game all that much outside of streaming. So who knows when I'll get the shiny charm. What happened to Halucha? Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. She was busy being the backbone of this entire team. This entire team relies on her a little too much. Everyone else needs to lock in. Also, welcome to the stream, Ghost. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Jolteon. But I do want that Medicham to be shiny. That's the one time I've said I wanted a Medicham. I only want it for the Mega Evolution army. Doing fine, just shiny alpha hunting, seeing what you can get. Nice. Yeah. I'm not really hunting for anything in particular. I would like a shiny alpha. I don't know of what, but I would like a shiny alpha. But this game is very stingy when it comes to giving me shiny alphas, apparently, so we're gonna be waiting here a while. Watch my next Pokemon actually be a shiny alpha. Luckily, you have next Wednesday off from work, so you get to play the DLC day one. Nice. I completely forgot it was coming out. I really hope the Mega Evolution distribution is actually good. I am still a bit salty about the Mega Lucario Z reveal. That easily could have gone to another Pokemon that actually deserved a Mega. Well, not really deserved, but could have used a Mega. You've been seeing Hatsune Miku jokes everywhere about Lucario Z. Same here. Same here. I do see the resemblance, but it's like, okay, we're running this joke into the ground now. We're running this joke into the ground now. But that's people. They'll take one meme. They'll take like a meme and then they'll run it to the ground, and then like the next day it's like, okay, bro, like get some new material, please. It's like the whole shoulders laugh thing, you know? Like, it's funny, but like you can't overdo it, because otherwise it's not going to be funny anymore. What do you think you're running up on? Hold on, let me get to this bench first. Alright. Give me a quick second, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Never mind, freaking false alarm. I can't see the end of the horizon! Hatsune Miku! I'll be honest, I think I like Lucario Z more than normal Mega Lucario. I just like the flow of it better. No, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool. Like, I think people think that I just straight up just dislike it because of my neutrality towards... Totodile, who the freak do you think you are, bro? But, bro, nighttime just rolled over and it was immediately on site. But yeah, I think the design is cool. I actually like it better than base form. That's not shiny. Yeah. I like it better than base form Lucario. It's the same thing with Mega. I don't know if I like it better than regular Mega Lucario, but Mega Lucario Z, I mean, it does look cool. My only issue about it is just, you know... Well, I have two issues with it. One, why isn't it, instead of Steel, they should have picked something like Ghost or Psychic, you know, something that would make more sense. And again, I just think it shouldn't have existed in the first place. Like, I honestly would have... I mean, I get it, they needed some type of big reveal before the DLC actually drops, but like... Really? At least we're gonna have apparently we're gonna have some bangers like Mega Chimecho, so I'm not too mad about it. And I guess Mega Raichu and Excalibur are cool too. But my favorite so far for this DLC has been Mega Chimecho. Only because Chimecho deserved it. They gotta reel them furries in even more somehow. They could have given Zoroark a Mega. I don't know. Oh, but DeAndre, it already has a regional variant. So does freaking Slowbro. Well, it had a Mega before a regional variant, but my point still stands. I don't know why people think that a Pokemon having another form means that it's exempt from having another, like... We act like Meowth doesn't have, like, a bajillion... Well, it doesn't have that many forms, but... We're acting like it doesn't have two sets of regional forms, a regional evolution, and a Gigantamax form. And didn't we just get, well, not just get, but didn't we also get Mega Zero Aura? We could have had time to, like, I don't know, reveal something else. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about the whole Z Mega Evolution thing. Like, I get it, like, the move, I was about to say the Z moves, like the attacks load faster, but the time limit drains faster, but not the biggest fan of that. I don't know, this is probably the first DLC where I haven't really been, like, super excited about it. Okay, hold on. I don't know why. I keep getting this weird glitchy noise from my headphones. I don't know where that's coming from. Gonna switch to my but I was the one who said I wanted Megas to have a trade-off mechanic to them. That's not what I meant. I meant like they would boost, kind of like Ultimate Aliens from Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, where like they have a boost in some type of ability that they have, but they have a trade-off in their regular abilities. I wished for the same thing for Mega Evolutions, like how Garchomp, it has a boost in its attack stats, but like it lost points in speed. That's the type of trade-off I wanted. Like the whole, oh, the plus moves load faster, but the mega timer drains slow. It's like, okay. Like, I'm talking like, I don't know, they made, I don't know, it's like they give a Pokemon that initially had crappy defenses but a good attack, you know, they boosted its defenses, but then they lowered its attack. I think that would have been an interesting mechanic, because then you would have to actually work around that trade-off somehow. I don't know. This is the reason why I don't like these stupid gimmicks in the first place. No offense to terrestrialization, but like, are they cool? Sure, but I don't know. They just make the meta more complicated, in my opinion. Oh, that's an Alpha Bulbasaur. Although at least ZA kind of fixed Megas for me, so I can no longer really, like, crap on them. But I do think that the whole Z Mega Evolution is just kind of dumb. That's just my opinion. Like, it just doesn't seem interesting. It's like, okay. As long as you keep getting your furry bait mons, you're happy. I just hope they give it to Pokemon that could actually use Megas, like AKA, I don't know, you know, a Pokemon that was supposed to have a Mega back in freaking X and Y, like you know, Flygon. No freaking Golurk. Hell, I would have taken a Mega Jinx revealed at this point. I would have taken a Mega Jinx revealed, and I don't even like Jinx. The more we ignore that Pokemon, the better. But I would have taken a Mega Jinx reveal. Bro said, "Who is Flygon?" ZA is a great game for you to bring back something really dumb from your channel in the past. A sort of evil team you made called Team Waifu. Interesting. But they aren't an actual evil team, they're just more of an organization to help abused Pokemon. Honestly, I prefer teams like that, where it's like, they're not really evil teams. In fact, one thing I really loved about Legends ZA was that there was no evil. There really was no evil team. I mean, yeah, there was a Rust Syndicate, but they weren't really evil. They were just a mafia. And you know, at least Homeboy, what's his name, Corbeau, actually, you know, he at least sort of used his reputation essentially to kind of help around, kind of like help the little guy in the city and the Pokemon too. So I do like that aspect about him. But yeah, I do like that there really was no... I thought that was a shiny Delibird for a split second, and I was like... I was actually... You know, I would have taken it. I would have taken it. But yeah. I mean, Team Flare's not really in the game. Like, remnants of Team Flare, yeah, but they're not, like, in the actual game. And I know a lot of people were expecting Jet to be, like, Quasartico Inc. to actually be, like, the main villains. Like, they were supposed to be, like, twist villains or whatever. But I'm kind of glad that they didn't go that... I'm kind of glad that they didn't go that direction, honestly. I don't like doing the nerd voice, to be honest. And I also just got done, like, practicing for voice lines, so... I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of funny voices in this stream. Maybe later, but... At the time being, I don't feel like doing them. Why did my freaking stream just flash like that? It only does that when I'm multi-streaming. So weird. Oh, look at all these people in Lumiose who I have not helped yet. It's gonna stay that way. I don't even think I did that in... Legends Arceus. I don't even think I did that in Legends Arceus. Like, I think I did a couple side quests here and there. I think it was my intention to do it. It was my intention. But then I was like, nah. I don't feel like it. I didn't do a lot of shiny hunting, though. I kind of got more full-on shinies than I did, like, actual mass outbreak shinies and stuff like that. I think the only one I got from an outbreak was B-Barrel, of all things. Disrespectful. Really wish we could use the bumpers to change Pokemon instead of the D-pad, because who the heck uses the left bumper to recenter the camera? I honestly agree, because, like, sometimes I'll press the left bumper on accident, and then it readjusts my camera, and I'm just like, oh, that's a feature? Yeah, why didn't they just do that? Because, like, the R button is literally... Like, the R button is literally... Or R1 button is literally useless. Yeah, I honestly would have preferred that. Attack on Titan crossover in Brawlhalla tomorrow or Friday. Nice. That Machamp scared me. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what I was looking at, but it was not a Machamp at first glance. I wish Smash Bros did more, like, collabs and stuff like that. I mean, I know why they don't, because Nintendo is freaking stingy with what they do collabs with, but still, would have been cool. Then you would have all the nerds being like, well, DeAndre, Goku is now technically this means that Goku is now technically a Nintendo character. Like, shut up. But yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that was one of my complaints. Like, I wish instead of the D-pad, you could have actually used the shoulder buttons instead. Smash Bros. Smash Bros. And U.S. presidents win. Hey, I'd be an Abe Lincoln pro. I'd be a sweat with Abe Lincoln, bro. Or George Washington. I think me and Abe Lincoln were the same height. If not like a foot difference. Like a singular foot. Let me see. Why are there so many tabs? Jesus Christ. Wait, I could have just done this. How tall was Abe Lincoln? Oh, we were the same height. Nice. Kind of wish I was a foot taller. You know, it's so weird whenever people are like, oh yeah, I'm 6'5", and then they're like, they look like they're a whole, like, they look like they're like 10 feet taller than you. I'm like, there's no way. They miscalculated your height or something, bro. Because why are you so tall? Could I dunk on Abe? Probably. I forgot what movie it was, but like, I think it was the original like Planet of the Apes movies. Yeah, I think it was like the original Planets of the Apes movie where like it turns out that Abraham Lincoln was a chimp. Like he was actually a chimpanzee all along. Or something like that. I don't know why. That moment always stuck with me as a kid for some reason. I don't know why you don't just ring the doorbell. Whatever. I'm not doing that. My nephew just like texts me, "Can you open the door, please?" I'm like, just ring the doorbell. We need Batman and Smash. Low key. What's that one game with Warner Brothers, like Multiverses, that freaking like died, and like so many people were arguing with me, like because people were like telling me about the game even though I've never played it in my life, and then people were just like, oh, it's actually coming back to life because they're adding like new characters and stuff in it, and then they immediately killed it like months later. Yeah, I think you could use Batman in that one. Open the door, I'm gonna... That's crazy. Alright, I'll be right back. Like, bro really said, could you open the door, please? Like, doorbells don't exist. Alright. Do a little bit of fast traveling while I'm at it. I never heard that before. No, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, yeah, no, wait, I just realized what you were referencing. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Can I help you complete the dex? Depends on what you need. If it's like a couple Pokemon, then sure. But if it's like half the dex, then you might need to find someone else to help you with that. If it's a couple trade mons, then I'll definitely help you with that, because I do need that to give me some points in my research tasks. So if you have a couple Kadabra and Haunter that need to evolve, then please be my guest. Oh my. Alpha Roserade. I don't know why I ran so close to him. Oh my. I don't like how he runs at the same pace as me. We should try a battle at the end of the stream. I'll think about it. You tap Roserade, not gonna lie, that's... Alright. I saw something. But it was just a tree. Gotta fertilize them plants somehow is crazy. Alright, it's time to sit on this nice bench. Bro, that line still kills me all the time, bro. What a nice bench. Like, who... I want to meet the person who's out here just, like, standing in front of benches like, ah. What a nice bench, you know? These are the same people who eat at Denny's, bro. These are the same people keeping Denny's in business. Again with the on-site. What is... That's a Glaceon, but it looks a little different than usual. I lied. Because isn't, like, Glaceon, like, the light blue is kind of, like, replaced with just straight white or something like that? Like, I think that's the only change it has. But, like, I did see a video with Hoodlum Callum. Basically, these Pokemon in this game are so hateful for no reason, not facts. Like, I can literally just sit on a bench and they'll take that personally. You got $40 for your Switch. Any game suggestions? I don't have any game suggestions at all. Remember, you're talking to the same guy who basically only plays Pokemon and Smash Bros on their Switch. I completely forgot about the whole... You know, let me do it now so I don't forget. Let me see. I completely forgot about the Mewtwo event. Project M. I wonder who's the random person who gave me those random Mega Stones. Like, why do you even have access to that? That trainer over there is doing something I don't like. What is he doing being black? Jump his ass. I don't know why. I'm so like disappointed that they didn't do like a zoom out feature like how they had in Scarlet and Violet, where you could press down on the right joystick to zoom in or out. So stupid. Like, I would like to see the entire vicinities, so I don't have to keep moving my camera to get a wider view. I don't know, that's just me. That's just me. It would be nice to have a shiny evolution for once. I'm surprised I don't have one. Especially Umbreon. That's literally my favorite shiny of the bunch. These Pokemon are straight out of the boondocks, not for real. It's really on site with these guys. Oh my gosh, I've seen videos of like flying Pokemon, and like I saw like one with a Halucha on one of the rooftops. The trainer like hopped down and the Halucha just flew after it. Like Nacho Libre style. Goated movie, by the way. Even though I've only seen it once. Gotta watch it again. That's me with most movies. I'll be like, goated movie or goated series, and I've only seen it once. Like, I rarely rewatch movies. Like, it has to be like a really like fantastic movie for me to rewatch it. Could give me a Alpha Garchomp so I don't have to evolve my small Gibble. Ah, get out the way. But yeah, this guy Hoodlum Callum, he's one of the more, for anyone who doesn't know, one of the more like popular PokeTubers out there. But he basically made a video of like kind of counter arguing with the whole like, oh, they need to give megas to Pokemon that deserve it. Like basically saying like, wouldn't you rather give like someone like Ledian, like wouldn't you rather give a Pokemon like Ledian an evolution, a third evolution, rather than, you know, a mega evolution? Because, you know, for a Pokemon that like already sucks, right? Like let's be real, like Mawile, it sucks when you don't mega evolve it. I mean, we all know this. This is coming from someone who loves Mawile, by the way, but competitively it does suck. But when it mega evolves, it's actually a good Pokemon. But, you know, for the long while, ever since since Generation 8 didn't have any megas, Mawile was virtually useless. But so it's like it can never get it's like it can never get like a new evolution or anything like that, because it kind of classifies as a fully evolved Mon. So we'll never get a proper Mawile evolution, which in my opinion, I honestly wish that I actually love Mega Mawile so much. I wish it was a regular evolution. That's how much I love Mega Mawile. But, you know, my counter argument to that though, because they're basically talking about like competitive stats and all that, and my argument is that, yeah, my main argument to that is Pokemon shouldn't, like, it's not that, like, obviously for Pokemon that are like just real, like 2-stage lines, like, I don't know, like Heliolisk, like, I honestly would not want Heliolisk to get a Mega Evolution. I would rather them give it a final form, you know? But, you know, for Pokemon that can't evolve any further, like Flygon, for example, that's who I would prefer, who would get like a Mega Evolution. You know, for the Pokemon, for the third stage mons that aren't, you know, the best. Like, they're good, but they're not like super, super good. Like, I would prefer those mons to get Mega Evolutions, personally. You sent me something? Where's Discord at? It's right here. Oh, Alan Becker. I know this guy. Oh yeah, I've seen these videos, dude. Love his work. Love his work. One of the best animators on YouTube. It is indeed a work of art. I agree. I thought that was a deformed Tepig. It didn't look right to me. I just binged this like little small like this little mini series on Apple TV called Prehistoric Planet, aka I pirated it because I don't have any streaming service, but such a great series. I wish it was longer. Anything that has to do with prehistoric, you know, anything that has to do with like prehistoric animals, best believe I'm watching it. Dude, when I get to this to the fossil Pokemon, it's gonna be so hard, man. Bro, that's gonna be tough. Like when I eventually get to the fossil Pokemon of my region. Because I like to base my Pokemon off of like, because I prefer fossil Pokemon that are based off of more of like the obscure, like of the obscure fossils. Also, people have uploaded the show of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared onto YouTube, so that's something to watch if you're bored. It's a lot funnier than you might think. Oh, like the show version. The show version. I was like, I've seen that already. But then I realized you're talking about the show. Like the actual show. Yeah, the actual show I haven't actually, like... I think I've seen clips, or, like, I've seen people react to it, but I haven't, like, actually watched it myself. Has it really only been 49 minutes since I started streaming? I thought it's at least been an hour by now. At least. They toned down the gore too. Episode 1 and 2 have really... Only episode 1 and 2 really have gore. It still has that sort of creep factor to it. You know, one thing I do hate, like, speaking of gore, one thing I do hate is when people, like, talk about, whenever people, like, talk about, like, a TV show and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, yeah, I wish this show was darker, and then you're like, what do you mean darker? And then they just, really, they just want it to be super edgy, have them dropping a bunch of F-bombs and stuff like that, and then a bunch of gore, like, unnecessary gore. I think the reason I like Invincible, you know, which is a pretty gory show, it's not gory for the sake of gory, you know? It's not gory for the sake of gore or shock value. Like, it genuinely has an overarching good, like, it actually has a good plot. It's not like The Boys where it's kind of like The Boys, that's a show I would say is like more gory for the sake of being, just for the sake of shock value. Like those are the type of I guess rated R type shows and movies that I don't like. Where it's just, you know, shock value for the sake of shock value. Like there's no actual good story behind it. And I've read so many Pokemon fanfics like that too, where they just make everything like they want to make it more mature, but it's basically just the characters dropping a bunch of F-bombs and like, you know, it's your typical Shadow the Hedgehog type story and stuff. They always have to have this tragic backstory. And then like everyone glazes the main character because of course they do. Speaking of which, I loved Naveen because, for Pokemon Legends ZA, I know some people didn't like him because he was like really, he was really standoffish, but I'm like, that's realistic for a character. Not everyone is going to be your friend. There's going to be a couple people who are a bit standoffish. Hell, I'm standoffish with people until I get a proper read of them. So I like that not every single character in the show, or not show, in the game, was basically just like, oh man, the main character is so great, the main character is so awesome. Which is typically what you get with a lot of Pokemon stories, not gonna lie. Like, I get it, the general population in Pokemon are actually pretty kind, but let's have some realism now. Like, not everyone's gonna be your friend. Another reference I don't get, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, SpongeBob reference. Oh, I haven't watched SpongeBob since I was like 9, so that's why. But I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was always more of a Cartoon Network kid. Like, Nickelodeon was more of like the channel that I would put on just to buy time. Like if they were doing like a marathon of a show I didn't care about, like on Disney Channel or Cartoon Network, then Nickelodeon would be the fallback channel. You know, one show I do need to watch is Danny Phantom though. I've seen the show, but I never like really watched it. Like, it was one of those shows that would come on, like, really early in the morning for me as a kid. And that was, like, the only time I got to watch it. That one fish who scams. Okay. Okay. So I do know what you're talking about. I think the only like two moments that really like that I really remember is like the really old like stick fish lady. Like the really that dry old lady. It's like, oh, they're selling chocolates. And then and then obviously the famous chocolate. Those are like the only two moments I remember from that episode. But I'm not gonna lie though, like when it came to like the Nickelodeon shows, I know everyone was like, oh yeah, SpongeBob's goated and all that, but in my opinion, Fairly Odd Parents was just the better show to me. That's my opinion. I think I just found the world a lot more interesting in Fairly Odd Parents, you know, before they started adding like a bajillion new characters to make the show more interesting, and then they effectively killed it. At least the new show is pretty good. A New Wish, great continuation. Honestly, a proper continuation of the show. I know a lot of those anti-woke people were like, oh, the new main character is black. It's Black Timmy Turner now. And I'm just like, okay. just say you're racist, bro. Just say you're racist, bro. You liked Cartoon Network more, but always liked Sprinkle Bibble Rectangle Shorts. Now, Cartoon Network was goated, and it sucks that they basically killed the channel. Introduced me to one of my favorite franchises behind Pokemon and Kirby. Ben 10. Like, OG Ben 10 will always be, like, one of the greatest shows. Like, I will happily rewatch. No, Ben 10 and the Powerpuff Girls. Best shows I've ever watched. Best shows I've ever watched. And, of course, OG Teen Titans as well. Gumball was your favorite show on Cartoon Network? Yeah, Gumball's actually, like, one of the... It's one of, if not the funniest show of all time. And I love watching that. I love watching Gumball out of context clips. I need to watch the new Gumball that came out on Hulu. But since I don't have Hulu, then you know. Raven could get it raw and you can't even fight me on that one. Well, I mean, who would? Because I'm pretty sure Raven was everyone's freaking crush back then. I mean, Raven is the reason... Dude, I mean, the early 2000s is basically the reason why... Like, I like the type of woman I like, you know? Reason why, dude, I mean, trust me, I would love me a Shigo from freaking Kim Possible. Like, Kim was alright, but Shigo, oh yeah, she can get it. She's the reason you're into goth girls. I think the early 2000s did a good job of making sure majority of men born around that time grew up straight. Like, when I saw The Incredibles for the first time, I knew what type of woman I was looking for. Never watched the show, but goddamn Shigo. No, Shigo is bad. I have faint memories of Kim Possible. Like, again, since, you know, streaming wasn't really a thing back then, and I didn't know anything about, like, piracy websites and stuff like that, I only, like, most shows that people talk about, I only watched them, like, as they came on TV. I think, like... But I think the one show, like, that I've actually binge-watched every single, like, episode of was Ben 10. because I was lucky enough to get the to get the complete DVD set. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not about to go on a whole tangent about it. Like last stream. That one was just for shits and giggles. Oh, better correct yourself soon. One of those people are gonna be like, oh, you grown man can't even spell, can't even use the right here, you know? Hate those freaking people. Everyone's apparently the grammar police all of a sudden. Everyone's suddenly the grammar police when you make one spelling issue. You make one grammatical error, you know? Although there are some people who are just intentionally stupid when they type. You're still dead set on being down bad for Jessica Rabbit. You want her to stop. You're You want her to stomp on your face with her heels. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I understand it. You will go that far? I mean, knowing you, I'm not surprised. I mean, you would go that far. Me personally, I wouldn't. Look how good this controller felt. Like, the joysticks are so, like, smooth with it. Oh my goodness. Good old Hall effect. I'm still surprised that the Joy-Cons for the Switch 2 weren't... What's it called? Hall effect. What is that? Oh, Diggersby. Diggersby does have a pretty pleasant shiny. Oh my gosh, a stupid bumper. I completely forgot Super Mario Bros. Wonder was a thing. You gotta go see if Goth Jessica Rabbit are on the green site. Probably does exist. There is, yeah, I thought so. I would be very surprised if it didn't. So one of my favorite, like, Ben 10 related channels, the Ink Tank, for their little fanfic, 5YL, 5 years later, which is supposed to, like, it's supposed to be like a fan comic that takes place 5 years later after Ben 10 Omniverse. Yeah, Omniverse. They actually made trading cards, and I was like, yo, I low-key, if my whole Fakemon series actually, like, is actually, like, successful, which, I mean, judging by the first episode, it was pretty successful. Got a lot of, like, positive comments on it and stuff like that. I low-key might have to look into making trading cards of them. I would love to do that. Like, make some full art cards and then put, like, little, like, info, like put more info on like the Pokemon on the back or something like that. I don't know. But I think that would be cool. Like physical merch. Like that's the type of merch like I'm thinking of making, you know, rather than just, oh, generic t-shirt and stuff like that. Like I actually want to, like I would love to make mugs. I would like to make like cool little hats and stuff like that. You know, even some collectible like merch and stuff. But that's going to cost a lot of money to do. So I will definitely have to figure that out when I get time. She has a whole character tag too, Jessica Noir. You know what? That's actually a dope ass name, like real talk. Jessica Noir. I could see that as like a cool like TV show. I don't know why that side of my neck hurts. Honestly, I need to watch more Fakemon videos, because usually when I watch Fakemon videos, I actually get inspired to start drawing again. Because after seeing like cool like fan arts and stuff like that of like not just like Pokemon, like fan made aliens for Ben 10 and stuff, I was like, yo, I need to draw. Gotta go for a sec. Gotta do trash stuff. No problem, Ghost. No problem. Why is my eye foggy? Chat, am I going blind? Alright, we good, chat. Yo, that's one of my biggest fears too. Freaking cataracts. Oh my god. Like, going blind is one of my biggest fears. Good thing that wasn't a shiny. All right. Had to answer a quick message. That... I don't know why that Malamar scared me. Like, I jumped for a split second. Because I didn't know what I was looking at. Dodge and weave, boys. Dodge and weave. You know, Madagascar is one of those movies where, like, I would rewatch it so many times when I was little. But now watching through it, that movie is low-key kind of boring until you get to that halfway mark where they actually go to Madagascar. I mean, I get it. That's kind of the point of the movie, is when they get, you know, when they accidentally do get shipped off to Madagascar, but still. Although the King Julian cover to I Like to Move It will always be one of the greatest movie tracks of all time. I wish there was like an official version though on like Apple Music and Spotify. Like you can get the album. It's so weird. You can get the album on Apple Music or and Spotify, but you can't listen to the official I Like to Move It song. I guess due to like some weird copyright stuff or whatever. So I guess they don't have like the full rights to the entire thing. Hate when companies do that. That's Stunfisk. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't complain if I got a shiny Stunfisk. I will always be a fan of Stunfisk, man. Like, one of the best designs ever, in my opinion. Oh, but it's ugly. I mean, that's kind of the point. Well, okay, I don't want to be like one of those people who are like, well, that's the point of its design, because, I mean, other Pokemon that I hear that point towards is like female Unfezant, for example. Like, I never understood that. Like just because, like, yes, I understand that like, for male birds, they're usually the more, like, male birds are usually more colorful and have more plumage and stuff like that, but they could have done something with the female version. If not with design stuff, at least with, like, maybe have, like, different stats, like how in the Pokedex entry, it's noted that females are actually better flyers than the males. Like, they could have incorporated that in their speed. Like, maybe the males have more attack. Like, maybe the males have more attack or defense or something, while the females are more fragile, but they have, you know, better speed or something. You know, something. And I'm not even like a Pidove hater. Like, I love the Pidove line. Or, okay, I don't love them, but I'm more indifferent towards them. Like, you know, like, I think Pidove is pretty cute. Tranquil sucks. But, yeah, male and female and Pheasant, they're probably the most boring. They're probably the most boring of all the early root birds. Welcome back, Ghost. Why are we talking about Pidove? No, I was just like making a point about how like some people, they'll look at a Pokemon and they're like, or like how some people will be like, oh, I don't like this Pokemon. It's like something about their design, and then people like, I was using female Unfezant, like how female Unfezant is so boring of a design. And then, like, I have one friend who will defend. I have a friend who will defend female Unfezant with their life, like their life depends on it. They'll be like, well, that's the point, because in real life, male birds are more colorful while the females are more dull looking. I'm like, it still could have used a better design. I mean, look at freaking Pidgeot, for crying out loud. Because, you know, I know some people are like, oh, Stunfisk is so ugly. And I'm like, I mean, I feel like that's kind of the point of its design. Oh, these would make some great shinies. I love both of these. I love both of these options. Still waiting for my shiny Chandelure. I await my shiny Chandelure. Peter, the horse is here. I can't do a Lois voice. I don't know what the point. I don't know why I did that. I was gonna run around anyway. I think I was just adjusting the camera. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. You got the chestnutite? Nice. I completely forgot that the Kalos Pokemon had Mega Evolutions. Want to know why? Because they're not in the freaking story and you have to do rank to get them. It's not that bad because of the point system. Yeah. I don't care. At this point, I don't care enough about them to really do them. You could honestly just pluck 3 Pokemon off your team and just play. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I do like that they made the system better. Like they made them a lot easier to get them, but I still think it was stupid to lock them behind rank. Same thing with Baxcalibur. You can't get Baxcalibur in the normal gameplay. You have to get it through the stupid rank thing. I think locking them behind ranked is stupid. I get it. They want to make some incentive to make people do ranked, but still rubs me the wrong way. Although I will say that Chestnut does have a pretty cool Mega. Delphox is still the best in my opinion out of the 3. When it comes to Mega Evolutions. Greninja's alright though. I think I like them all. I'm pretty positive about them all. But you know me, I'm a very inconsistent person when it comes to deciding who's my favorite and who's not. Especially when it comes to a new Pokemon game. Like, 1 minute I'm praising... Whoa, what happened there? There was already incentive to play the new battle system, so I don't know what they were smoking. Oh, I meant like for rewards and stuff like that. Yeah, Mega Dope Box is pretty cool. I love that they actually embraced its witch inspirations this time around. In Excalibur, I think it's a nice Mega. I just don't really see why we needed a Mega Excalibur. Honestly, I was surprised they even gave a Gen 9 Pokemon a Mega Evolution. Who? I heard a Pokemon. I don't know what it was. Oh, Squirtle. I was like, what is that? I was like, what Pokemon card was that? It was just an Alpha Squirtle. Not even shiny. Lame. But yeah, Gen 9 killed it with the Megas, honestly. I like how this time around it isn't just, oh yeah, here's Pokemon, but spiky and edgier for the sake of it. Like, they actually had fun with it this time around. Like, I'm not saying that they didn't have fun with some Megas. Like, I'm sure they were freaking laughing their asses off when they made Mega Slowbro, but... You know, stuff like Mega Victory Bell and all that. Love it. And, you know, we still have our cool Megas, too. Mega Dragalge. Mega... If you want to call Malamar... If you want to call Mega Malamar cool. It's like goofy and cool, kind of. You have a Dragalge named Cancer Beam. I think you did tell me that, actually. Yeah, I think you did. I do remember you saying something like that. Since you know it canonically does cause cancer. I love it when they give Pokemon these randomly morbid Pokedex entries. But my favorite types of Pokedex entries is like when they expand on the ecology on the Pokemon. Like how, like I'm planning on making a video where I tackle Pokemon predation. Like I love the idea, like how Scolipede and Centiskorch, they get into territorial disputes, and whoever is the victor, they eat the loser. I love that. Actually expands on the world building. That's why I love Pokemon, man. Not just for the creature designs, but for like the crazy lore that you sometimes find out about the Pokemon. Also, doing research for that video made me learn about Dragalge apparently hunting Finizen, Finizen. Crazy. Like, since Finizen is a better swimmer, they're more of like, they kind of pretend to be seaweed. Because, I mean, you know, Dragalge. And then they like wait for Finizen to kind of like get near them, and they shoot like their acidic, they're like acidic chemicals at them. And, you know, like little fun facts too, like Seismitoad apparently being being related, like evolutionarily, or like related to, like it's closely related to, I think, the Krogunk line or something like that. Like I find little fun facts about, you know, I find little fun facts like that pretty cool. I think that's my favorite thing about doing like making Fakemon. Like I like doing it because, you know, well, one, it's fun in general, but two, I like to do my own little world building. You know, it gives me my kind of freedom of like how I would handle a Pokemon game, essentially. And it is another reason, not because like I hate, the gimmicks or anything like that, but I just personally feel like the Pokemon themselves should be the gimmicks. Are you really gonna hunt me down, bro? Thank you. But yeah, I think the Pokemon themselves are the gimmicks in my opinion, so, you know. And of course, when designing them, I like to make it where like every Fakemon can be someone's favorite potentially. Which is why it's been taking me so long to get these designs out, because, well, not only am I like a one-man army when it comes to doing it, I get really paranoid on how a design looks. So like I'll spend like a really long time like how can I make this Pokemon stand out? You know, even if it's like a simple design, like I could, like, even if it's like a little, even if the Pokemon is literally just a circle, it's like, how can I make this circle stand out? You know? But after working on like the regional bird, dude, I hate drawing birds with a dying passion. I think like the final evolution for, because it's like you have to match it with kind of like bird anatomy sorta, so it's like, ugh. Also, this is like the first time like I've actually scrapped intentional designs for another. So for example, my regional mammal or the regional rodent. I put quotes because most of the early root mammals actually aren't actually rodents, but we call them that. But like I think only like 2 or 3 of them are actually. But yeah, I was originally gonna make the regional mammal a kangaroo rat, or a jerboa, as some people call them. And well, I don't know, are they different species, or like this, are they just the same thing but they're just called different things? I think they're just different. I think they're just different names, but yeah, they were supposed to be like a kangaroo rat essentially. And then I was like, you know what? Let me find like an interesting animal that could work. And then I decided to make them based on I think they're the Anatolian weasel. Yeah, Anatolian weasel. You've been working on the original characters for Vol. You've given the plans to Crispy, so they're getting done whenever they can. Nice, nice. Yeah, once I'm done with the... Honestly, once I'm done with the, you know, the Pokemon that I intend on showing in the next Shanae region episode, I will try my hand at that, I will try my hand at that one Fakemon that you had wanted me to kind of, like, see what I could cook up for. Because I haven't forgotten, it's just that, you know, been busy with other stuff, so... And I am thinking of doing that, like, maybe in the future I could do, like... You know, if people like my designs enough, I could maybe do commissions or something like that for Fakemon to draw. I think that would be fun. And if they want, I can include them in any future region I do. Oh my goodness, I thought that Gardevoir over there was a shiny. I was about to throw my controller in glee. I do violent things when I'm happy. Now, y'all ever had that one friend where like they laugh so hard, like they just start hitting you or grabbing you for no reason? I'm like, bro, if you don't chill out, bro, it is not that funny. Like, I had a friend who would always try to like fist fight me, bro, whenever like something, like whenever he was like laughing hysterically, bro. I was like, bro, chill. It's not. The joke was not that funny. Like, I'm talking like this man would be in tears rolling down his face while like literally like slapping you on like the shoulder and stuff like that, and just like grabbing your shirt like this, bro. I'm just like I'm like, yo, chill before you get knocked out, bro. Cause you low key pissing me off. You need to change up some things about it, because if we end up doing Megas for Vol, then that one would qualify based on your rules, so you gotta rework some stuff about it. Your rules for Megas are that if the legend a Pokemon is based on has a epic or mythic skin in Brawlhalla, they're getting a Mega. That's a fair, like, inclusion of who gets a Mega and who doesn't. Thought that was a shiny Garbodor for a split second. Except for Yumi Fox, since the base form is already based on Yumiko's epic skin, Inari Yumiko. Honestly, if I were to include Megas, I would probably only do it for like my Fakemon. I'm not really... I might have to commission someone to make regional variants, because I am not good at doing regional variants. I suck at it. Because it basically is nothing but a recolor of the Pokemon, so definitely gotta Definitely gotta find someone who would be willing to help me with that. And also, like, human characters. Yeah, definitely human characters. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross it when we get there. Also, by the way, one minor pet peeve I have about that phrase is whenever people mix up crossing the bridge and burning the bridge. Some people be like, well, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. I'm like, you mean cross the bridge? Like, to burn a bridge is to, like, end a relationship. Crossing the bridge is, you know, is like you acknowledge something's important and then you're getting there later. I don't know, just a minor pet peeve of mine. Why was that pincer like? Y'all didn't hear it, but that pincer was like exceptionally loud in my ear. Jesus Christ. Let me see. Hey, you leave me alone, Rose Raid. All right, let me stop right here so I can. Well, I'm about to reset the. Well, I'm about to fast travel anyway, so let me read this. Only Pokemon that don't follow those rules are the other 2 starters and 7 out of 8 Lopunny evolutions, because one of their members in their group gets one gets one so fair treatment. I was reading that wrong. And to clarify, Yumi Fox would get a Mega based on something else. You're also doing Megas for previous Pokemon, 1 for each type, except Flying, because Flying has to be freaking weird. There are going to be 18 Megas for pre-existing Pokemon, which are all single-typed. Pokemon representing their type, except Flying, because they're weird and have no pure-typed Pokemon. Yeah, like, the only pure-typed Pokemon are literally Rookidee, Corvisquire, and Tornadus, and I don't think anyone cares about Tornadus, and obviously you cannot make a Mega Rookidee or Corvisquire. Although Mega Corviknight would be badass. Dude, I saw this one person who basically, like, no, like, warning or anything like that. I had to block them because they basically just, like, they basically posted, like, a whole picture of every single Pokemon in the DLC that's supposed to be getting a Mega Evolution. Dude, I had to, like, block them so fast. I blocked them and I unfollowed and blocked them because I was like, bro, come on, dude. If you're going to post stuff that are, like, basically spoilers for the game, like, at least put a spoiler warning, like, and I know Instagram lets you do, like, multiple pictures. Yeah, they let you do, like, multiple pictures. You were gonna tell me the pre-existing Pokemon getting Megas, and I actually called Corviknight. Wait, like Corviknight's getting a evolution in the DLC? Or like for your region? But yeah, I had to block the dude so fast, bro, because I'm like, come on. Like, there's some of us... Oh, in your region. Okay. Okay, I was about to say. I don't know. I'll have to see how that looks, because, like, you know, I already don't... Because, you know, like, the existing bird Pokemon that we have a Mega for, Pidgeot, I don't really care for it. Like, I feel like Megas are really hard to do for birds. Like, you have to do something really interesting for it. That's just me, though. If you like Mega Pidgeot, cool. That's just how I feel about it. If you end up doing Megas at all. Okay, it's still hypothetical, so it's not like an official thing. Yeah, I think so. Whoa. Why am I surprised that there's alphas in here? I've passed by like 60 alphas at this point. Probably more than that, actually. Where are you going? Bro was about to walk to his death. Bro was about to walk to his demise, because I know Victory Bell are canonically confirmed to like feed on humans if given the opportunity. So your pre-existing Pokemon getting Megas in your region, Luxray, that's like a well-requested Pokemon that everyone wants to get a Mega. Kricketune, my boy. Titan, Ninetales, Dusknoir, Thievul, interesting. Porygon Z. Yo, if you do Porygon Z, you have to make it like a proper like transition. Like it's an uncorrupted version of itself. Like that, there's no exception. Gigalith, that would be cool actually. Mudsdale, okay. Corviknight, Comfey, or Comfey, as it's actually pronounced. Behem, Meanshao. Please fix Behem. I don't like its design all that much. Meanshao, Zarina, Floatzel, Dredigan, Kling, and Swalot. Okay, those aren't actually bad takes for a Pokemon that could actually use Megas, especially my boy Kricketune, because Kricketune another one of those Pokemon where I really love it, but it's so hard to use. It's so hard to use in actual... Like, it sucks so bad that you can't even use it on, like, a regular playthrough. That's how bad Kricketune sucks, man. And it pains me, because that's one of my favorite Sinnomons. So I'm glad my boy's getting some justice in your hypothetical Mega list. Or might get some love in your hypothetical Mega list. But yeah, for me, like, another reason why I didn't do Megas is because, like, my Fakemon region is essentially supposed to be sort of like a soft reboot, essentially. Like, obviously, pre-existing Pokemon will exist in the hypothetical game, if I ever do make a game out of this. But, you know, it's supposed to just be, like, I want to, since this is supposed to be kind of like the Generation 1 of my sort of fan-made Pokemon universe here. So that's also why there's no, like, fancy gimmicks or anything like that. You'd share the ones for Vol, but the only ones I know are the starters and 2 of the 8 Lopunny Evos, so there's really no point. Fair enough. But yeah, the only, like, I guess, gimmick that I'm really doing is the regional variants and, like, the convergent mons, but that's about it. Since, you know, those aren't really, like, power-up gimmicks. And convergent mons are just straight-up new Pokemon, so why not? There are some changes with the Megas. Testkarada goes from Grass and Fighting to Fighting and Poison. Yumi Fox goes from Fire and Fairy to Fire and Electric. Corconi, new name for the rock Lopunny, adds on the grass typing, and Renabit, new name for the bug one, adds on the psychic typing. Seadramina, I was about to walk to my impending doom there. I was not paying attention. Doesn't get any new typing. Wasn't really sure what to give it. Fair. Yeah, I really need to get like a backrest on this thing. Because Loki's sitting in this chair has it's starting to give me like some back problems. I don't know if it's just the chair naturally just like the leather on this chair is like weakening or something, or I don't know. Could just be me like prolonged sitting. Valhalla and Crobat, since you showed off the beta design at one point, but it also gets a mega because its legend has an epic skin, dark and flying to poison and fairy. Honestly, that makes the most like making like for Valhallan Crobat, making it dark and flying makes the most sense, because I honestly never understood why Zubat, Golbat, and Crobat are poison, and I honestly think that if they were introduced for Gen 2, you know, if Zubat and Golbat were introduced to Gen 2 rather than Gen 1, they would have been dark and flying. If we do end up doing megas, they're gonna be sprinkled in while we do other regions, like a little treat between meals. Gotcha. Also, since you know Pokemon's doing like the DLC, like the DLC formula from now on, I'm wondering what my DLC would be. Like, do I have to save some Pokemon from not? Do I have to like restrict some Pokemon and just save them for the DLC? Like, I don't know what I would do. Maybe at least like introduce like 10 new mons or something. I don't know. Also, you were sitting in the bathroom and had a brilliant idea for a gimmick: subtypings. Every Vol Pokemon gets a subtyping based on the weapons of the legend they're based on. Might need to elaborate a little more on that so I can get like the real feel. For example, okay, here we go. That came right as I said that. Tescarada is a gauntlets or blade. That clearly says blade. Battle boots Pokemon, since Teska in the game has those weapons. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was raining for a split second outside. I was like, what? Big old Totodile. Feel like it's gonna use Psychic or Psyshock on me. Never mind, it's ignoring my existence. And these weapons counter each other, acting as sort of a second type chart. I see. That's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, if I get like a friend who's like good at like game design and stuff like that, it would be so cool to make like a fan game that people can actually play. Obviously, I would have to get all of the Pokemon designs out, but yeah. It's going to be a really like not long, I would say, but it's going to be a pretty lengthy series. There's going to be at least 20 more parts, and then like I'll do like maybe like a sort of mini series that's kind of like how the story would go in the game. I think you guys would enjoy that. if you have a Pokemon with certain weapons, go against something else that struggles against those weapons, it'll do 1.2 times more damage on top of any normal move or normal type advantage, because you're not doing standard type gyms, you're doing weapon specialists. And they'll use any Pokemon that has the weapon of their specialty. Okay. Yeah, me, I'm doing the standard boring types, like type advantages. Although for one of like the future regions I plan on doing, I would like to at least do more of like more themed type gyms rather than like just like straight mana type gyms. Like, for example, like you would have like a music themed gym, so they would just use musical Pokemon. A sword themed gym, so they would have Pokemon like Honedge, Sceptile, and stuff like that on their team. Hey, what's going on, Enda Kenda? Welcome to the stream. That's a fun name. Hope you're doing well. Hey, appreciate you following Enda Kenda. Appreciate it. I humbly welcome you to the Chill Army. Doing your own shiny hunts. Well, what are you hunting for? Or what are you like aiming for? Think you might have come up with your own thing of what counters what though, so that's gonna take some thinking. Furfrou managed to come across a shiny alpha slowpoke on the way. Ooh, nice. Are you planning on evolving it into, or did you already evolve it? And if so, are you a Slowbro or a Slowking guy? Me personally, I kind of like Slowbro. I'm more of a fan of Slowbro shiny. Thinking of evolving into Slowking since you already got shiny Slowbro. Okay, that's fair. You already got shiny Slowbro. But me, if I had one, it's immediately becoming a shiny Slowbro, so you know, it can become part of my shiny Mega Evolution army. Alright, let's go ahead and sit. Let's trigger Nightfall. Do you have the shiny charm too? Or nah? Or are you like me, where like you're working on getting it, but you're still shiny hunting either way because, you know, what else am I gonna stream? Also, I might actually, you know, with the suggestion of my mod Ghost Bunny on YouTube, might actually do some, battle, some like, I'll probably do like maybe like 3 battles or so. You got the charm this weekend? Nice. Yeah, still working on mine. I'm level 45. Gotta do a couple link trades, but I need, like, people to trade me, like, Haunters and Kadabras so I can at least, like, So, you know, I can get like a free 2,000 points there. And I still need to work on the whole battle stuff, which isn't too hard, honestly. Isn't too hard to do. I only have like, I think I have about, hold on, let me see. How many do I have left? Like 89? Wait, I can literally just check here. Like about 89 left, I believe. Where are you at? Yeah. 911 minus 1,000. Yeah, that's 89, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's 89. You know, calculators exist for a reason. Minus 911. Yeah, 89 left. So yeah, just working on that. Let's see. The only major downside to your gimmick is Chakram. There are going to be at least 5 Pokemon for every weapon, except Chakram, because there are only 3 Chakram Legends right now. So you're not sure what to do with that. You got a shiny Abra you need to evolve. Hey, I would be delighted to help you with that. I would be honored to help you with that, as that would actually give me some free points for... That would give me some free points, because I don't know how many more... I'm not sure how many more trades I need to do. Hold on. Oh, I need to do 2 more so I can get that free 2,000 points. How many I need to trade evolve? Yeah, well, for 5? Yeah, for 5 it's so I need 2 more if I want 2,000 points. So yeah. Also, let me go ahead and there you go. You have your Slowpoke and Kadabra to trade. Yeah, sure. Bet. Bet. I would be delighted for that. That would be a big help. You do have the King's Rock for your Slowpoke, right? All right. You can just use this code if you need to. Your in-game name should be Christian. Okay. Appreciate you letting me know that. Let me see. Every specialist is going to have a team of at least 5, because in the story, the main character died and went to have... let's see. You know what? We can trade back and forth. The Royal... Yeah, my in-game name is Didi. So... Probably should have led with that before we just went ahead with it. But yeah, let me see. Main character died and went to hate. Wait, went to have haven one of. Why can't I read? Went to a haven of the strongest warriors across universes. You ain't in no baby leagues anymore. The main lore behind Vol is that it's a blend of Valhalla and Heaven. All who haven't sinned are welcome, but those who are exceptional warriors are welcome into the grand tournament as legends. Okay. Alright, let's see this beautiful slowpoke. Litleo was your first shiny alpha. Nice. I still haven't gotten a shiny alpha. I know the Litleo, but that's not my Litleo. That belonged to a different trainer. Alright. And then I'll trade you back your Alakazam for the Litleo I gave you. Cause you guys know me. I wouldn't steal your hard-earned shinies. I'm a very trustworthy person. At least when it comes to Pokemon. When it comes to real life, I don't know. So here is your Slowpoke. The one who decides all of this is Diancie, the Lady of All? Or Diance? Alakazam. I wish they gave him a little better shiny. Like just making, I don't know, I feel like making the armor, just making the armor purple was kind of a lame touch. You got a lot of extra shiny phantoms from your Pinsir shiny hunt, really? Alright, so that's a free 2,000. She's basically God, and despite Giratina being Satan, you decided to make... Okay, Diancie, so you meant Diancie, okay. Despite Giratina being Satan, yeah, technically, you decided to make Eternatus the ruler of Or, the Hell equivalent. Okay. I feel like Eternatus kind of fits a little better, too. Especially with its Gigantamax form, you know, being like the 5-headed serpent in the Bible. Alright, appreciate your help, man. Appreciate your help. Okay, so we're at level 46 now. So I got the TM for Outrage. So yeah, this I could... Yeah, I'm still working on filling up my Mega Evolutions. Thanks very much. No problem, Endikenda. I'm glad to have helped you out as well. Telling me all this lore because you really don't know how else to bring this up in reveals. Gotcha. I mean, are you going to do like a video that like, basically, like once you're done with all of like the whole Pokédex stuff, are you gonna do like a video that like explains like the entire story or nah? Or is it just gonna be like Pokédex entries? What would have been funny for Alakazam's shiny if the spoons were also gold too? They did miss out on that opportunity, huh? They did miss out on that opportunity. Oh, so you only got... Oh. So you only get 5 from doing... That's kind of lame. So you only get 5 from doing the trades. I don't know where the trades are. You only get 5... You only get 2,000 points for doing 5 trades. That's actually crazy. Kind of lame if you ask me. But whatever. I guess I will have to... I guess I will have to, you know... catching fire types ain't... Yeah, catching Pokemon ain't that bad. I can always just release them anyway. Whatever. Possibly still working on the story. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair. Leave me alone. Anyway, long ago, Diancie wanted to help all the lost souls across the universes, so she made Vol. But the corrupt and sinful souls waged war in Vol. So she struck a deal with Eternatus and made Ore. Hey Loki, if you do decide to do like the story and stuff like that and you want some voice actors, bro, just let me know. I could do a couple voices for free. I could do it for the low price of free $99. I'd be down for that. I really need to like put myself out there as a voice actor. For those of you who didn't know, I am trying to be a voice actor. For the people who don't know. In modern times, you play as one of the two MCs from Black and White, who died after those games somehow. Because of their heroic deeds to stop Team Plasma, she welcomed them in with glee. Squirtle, you doing too much with all that yelling, bro. Like, I'm gonna need you to calm down with that. Also, I noticed that they changed... I just noticed that they changed Squirtle's shiny. I think someone told me that, but... I didn't really notice it for myself since, you know, I've never had a... Yeah, they made it a lot more purple. Because back then, I could barely tell this thing was shiny, so they made it a little more purple. But it looked more like its original shiny was more just like a paler pink, kinda. So that's pretty cool. Now, if only they could fix... Now, if only... I keep pressing the wrong button. Now, if only they could fix... this guy's shiny. I mean, yeah, you can still tell it's shiny, but it's like... They could have done another color, in my opinion. Like, I can tell from the eyes and, like, the actual shading that it's supposed to be shiny, but, like... Was white really too much to ask? If you can change Slowpoke shiny, you can change Gengar shiny. Also, Zeraora's here too. Normally, Pokemon aren't allowed into the Grand Tournament, but Zeraora pretty much said fuck that and busted its way into Vol forcefully. It said that Zeraora is the only living thing in Vol. I love that. I love it when characters are just that powerful. Like, Zeraora just said, like, nah, I'ma do things my own way. I'ma do it my own way. I call my own destiny. I just realized I was still locked on the, what do you call it? On the calculator on my phone. Alright, I'll probably run around for like 1 more hour. Hopefully we get a shiny. My goal is usually at least 1 shiny per stream. So hopefully we hear a da-da-da, you know? The sparkle sound. I'm so glad they brought that back. I don't know what they were smoking when they didn't bring it in for Scarlet and Violet. Like, it was so easy to miss shinies. I probably missed a couple shinies myself. Like, not only did they bring... Not only did they bring shiny... Not only did they bring shiny, or the shiny sound back, they also brought, like, the sparkle effect from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Love that they did that. Oh, Hoopa's here too. Hoopa lets the Valkyries, the ones who bring souls to Vol, use his portals to get between universes, and in exchange, Diancie lets him hang around with a new form. New form. With your regions, you want to give old mythicals and legendaries new life, so that's why Diancie, Eternatus, Zeraora, and Hoopa are all there. Well, hopefully Zeraora's whole thing is a lot better because, I mean, because in the actual games, there really is no reason for it to be mythical. Every other Pokemon, yeah, but like Zeraora, it's basically just strong electric cat. I mean, I know not every single mythical is like some godly like creature. I know for most lore, like Pokemon like Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, they're not really like these like myths, like these mystical gods. They're more just like, you know, they're more just like really rare birds. So I do understand that mythical Pokemon are supposed to build, like, they're not just like little gods, they're also like, some of them are just really rare Pokemon, but even then, it's like, there's nothing that states how rare, like, Zeraora is or anything like that. Like, this very well could have just been like another Lucario or Zoroark, where it's like, you know, they have a lot of focus on it, like how Lucario and Zoroark had their own movies in the anime, but, you know, I don't think it should have been like an actual mythical. I kind of feel the same way about Kubfu and Urshifu, in my opinion. I think I wouldn't have cared about... Excuse me. I wouldn't have, I don't think I would have cared about the old... I read the Ultra Beast, and I was about to say I wouldn't have cared about the Ultra Beast. I love the Ultra Beast. I wouldn't have cared about, Urshifu and Kubfu if it wasn't for the fact that you actually bond with Kubfu throughout your time in the Isle of Armor. So I do like that. Alright, just to tease it, in the music region, the Ultra Beast gets some good lovin'. Nice. The Ultra Beasts are always awesome. Of course, I am biased, since everyone knows I love the weird and obscure. I like it when Pokemon are based off of like weird and obscure creatures. Same with Meloetta, since she's the main music Pokemon. 2 Alpha Lucarios, really? Not him Naruto running. Also, I love that they did that with oh, I thought bro was levitating for a split second. Ah, it's like, since when could Lucario do that? Bro was breaking all sorts of physics. I love that they made like Lucario have like like in the anime they gave it like a little Naruto run, and since then it's been canon to its 3D models whenever it runs. Love it. With both Vol and the music region, there will be original legendaries too, as expected. You know, the thing is, I wasn't sure at first. Originally, for my region, there wasn't gonna be like some world-ending plot. I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil what the evil team is gonna do with the legendary, but like for like the main legendary, I wasn't planning on incorporating it in the story at all. It was just gonna be, you know, just some cool myth, like some cool, really rare creature that you would find that has like some cool backstory behind it. But I think with its nature, I think it makes the most sense to actually incorporate it. But it's not gonna be like some world-ending plot. It's gonna be more of like a localized disaster. Maybe not the music region. The new legends are more convergent things off of the Ultra Beast, so we'll have to see. Alright. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it would be cool. One thing, it would be cool to do like an animated series, like a little animated mini series for my region, but I don't have that type of budget. I do not have the budget to pay animators, and I can't animate for shit. I can draw, but I can't animate. Well, at least I can draw Pokemon. I would also have to animate the characters. Yeah, I don't have time for all that. So I'd probably just have like a little 4-part video that basically explains the story. Or maybe 5 parts to kind of explain like the prologue to the game. A voice acted comic. I would still need to like, get voice actors, because, you know, I can't just, obviously I'm not just gonna make like I'm not gonna just voice every character. I want it to be like immersive, and I would still need to like find someone to draw. I would definitely need someone to like draw backgrounds and the characters and stuff like that. So that one is kind of doable. Yeah, that one would be kind of doable, but it just depends on like what type of budget I'll have when we cross that bridge, you know? So yeah, that one's doable. The animated series, I would have to like be rolling in dough in order to do that. And that would take years to do. That could probably, the comic one could probably, like the web comic, that could probably take, that would probably take like a couple months. I can imagine that taking like a couple months and stuff like that. Just gotta get like the budget to like pay artists and also voice actors and stuff like that. Or, you know, I could just make it one of those like fun, like no, I would like to pay, I would actually like to like pay people who would work on my stuff. I'm not gonna do them dirty like that, where it's like, oh yeah, like I wasted all of your time, but like no payment. So yeah, it really just depends. Really depends. But for now, it looks like it is just gonna be like a, you know, just me explaining the story. Like it's basically just gonna be like a, what do you call it? Like a slideshow essentially. But yeah, I didn't think about the web comic, so might have to. Oh my god, that's how he runs. I don't think I've ever paid attention to how he runs. Scrafty is so goofy. You know, I keep forgetting that Scrafty has a Mega Evolution. I always forget that. Which is funny because he was like the first Mega. He was like the first Mega that wasn't promoted in any way that I saw in this game. You know, thanks to people posting leaks. Like, seriously, would it kill you guys to at least put a spoiler before you just show off the stuff? But yeah, voice acted comic, I would have to look into that. which I have a lot of time. And then, like, eventually I would like to at least do, like, plushies of the first 3 starters, because, you know. You guys really love the starters, especially Elatank. Elatank, I was actually expecting, I don't know, I was actually expecting Avabat to be, like, the popular one of the 3, but a lot of people love Elaflow. Mainly because of its final evolution, but yeah. Still planning on a regional form of the Lion and Ball. Yeah, I'm very curious on what she'll do. But yeah, I actually designed app. Was it Avabat? Yeah, I designed Avabat and either Avabat or Flammonk to actually be kind of like the Charizard of the region. You know, every region kind of has like the most popular, has like that one Pokemon that gets all the fame and glory. Like Kanto has Charizard. Yeah, Kanto has Charizard. Johto has Typhlosion. I don't know who to. I guess Trico? Either Trico or Torchic. But then again, all 3 are amazing. All 3 Hoenn starters are amazing. So I guess it's like, it's based on whatever you saw, like whether the anime or the manga. But I've seen a lot of like, I've seen Trico get a lot of hype in recent, or when like when I was a kid. So that's why I'm saying Trico. But he could also easily be Torchic or Mudkip. Since Mudkip was like the main character. Since Mudkip was like the main character's Pokemon in the manga. It had the whole "do you like Mudkips" thing. I mean, not only that, I was also like saying like how much like based on like how much promotion each starter got too. But yeah. Like, that's why I'm, like, saying, like, every Pokemon could be, like, someone's... Each of those Pokemon could be, like, could be a big contender. But, yeah, that's a good point with Mudkip. Infernape was for Sinnoh. At least based on the anime. Because as soon as Ash's Monferno evolved into an Infernape, it basically stole the show from... It basically stole the show from Torterra, unfortunately. Although yeah, I'm gonna say Infernape. Okay, you know what? Mudkip would be like the most popular base form starter, but I would say Sceptile was more of like the Charizard of the 3 final stages. Yeah, I would say that. Most people hated the Unova starter, so I can't really tell you who's the most popular of those 3. When they first dropped. For Gen 6, we all know Greninja. Gen 7? Gen 7, I want to say Decidueye, but you can make an argument for Incineroar too. They had both equal amounts of, like, promotion appearances. You know. But I would say Incineroar, since Incineroar is the one that got in Smash. So yeah, maybe Incineroar. Gen 8, Cinderace for sure. You didn't really see a lot of hype for Rillaboom or Inteleon. And then Gen 9, Meowscarada was the one that kind of got that Charizard treatment, sorta. Because I've seen it in a lot of, like, promotional stuff. like the Paldean Winds, and I mean Liko main Pokemon is Meowscarada, so yeah. So yeah, my intention was to kind of like design either. My intention was to make Aprobat kind of like the Charizard of the region, but with a lot of surprise. Actually, I did a poll. I did do a poll. You know, I'll do this run around first and then I'll look it up. Actually, I can do that while I'm working on it. There we go. I don't know how I'm being consistent with this. Oh boy. I'll do this so I can spot a shiny easier. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I did do a poll. I'm not 100% sure. My 2025 recap is here. I forgot YouTube did that. Even though Yami literally posted that earlier. Come on. Go to the account. Posts? Or was it a poll? Yeah, was it a poll? Archived. Well, obviously it was a poll. I just don't know if it was archived or not. Okay, maybe not. Shoot, did I never post a poll for YouTube? Let me see. Oh my gosh, I never did. I thought I did. What the heck? Dang. Well, I guess I imagined that. Or maybe I did a... Oh, I probably did a poll for Instagram, but I never did it for YouTube because I forget things. Golly. But yeah, based on like a lot of comments, you know, people really like the Elaflow line. He is adorable, so. And I was honestly afraid because I wasn't really sure how I wanted to implement Elatank's design. Elatank was probably the most difficult one for me to draw. Like Aprobat, I think the main struggle with Flaminax was just drawing the fire, because I suck at drawing fire, so I am hoping to get a little better at that, but Aprobat, he was probably the easiest final one to draw. And then Elatank, I really wanted him to come across as like this huge bulking tank. Like you can imagine this creature just like stomping through his opponents and blasting through them with his like hydro pumps and stuff. Also, Flaminax was originally supposed to be fire and ground, but you know, I made him the, you know, the infamous fire and fighting typing because, well, I just felt it fit the design a lot better. And also he's based on superheroes, and apparently like fighting is not only based on like, you know, martial arts and stuff like that, it's also kind of like the superhero type essentially, since you know how some dark types are seen as like villains, and fighting is super effective because of the whole like justice prevails evil stuff. Hence why I say superhero typing, since that is basically what justice prevailing evil means. But yeah, if it wasn't that, it was definitely going to be a fire and ground type, which isn't the most interesting typing and would be completely obliterated by Eletank, so I just chose fighting as a safe spot. But yeah, I love talking about Fakemon, dude. And I'm really glad that like a lot of people enjoyed it. It just sucks that it took me so long to like get this to finally start doing the designs for the next episode. Cuz I know people basically forgot about my Fakemon region by now. The initial plan was to do it like a new episode every month, but obviously I got busy with like school and all that, so yeah. I had to take a pause on things. But I promise soon I will start to be more consistent with it. You see, I shouldn't have said anything because now it's going to take me like 20 years to like get the whole entire project done. But yeah. But the next video is mainly just going to be like, you know, Pokemon that you can discover when you first like start your journey as a trainer. But I would like to do like little polls alongside the videos from now on, like every time I reveal new Fakemon and stuff like that, I can just be like, oh yeah, okay, so after you chose your starter, now it's time to go to like the first route in the entire or the first route in the game, like which Pokemon are you catching first to like start your team off. I think that would be a cool, like, interactive thing. I also should clarify, I'm going to clarify in the next video that I am open to, like, people doing, like, reaction videos and, or, you know, doing reaction videos and, like, kind of, like, critiquing videos, you know? If you guys have any critiques over my art style or whatever, I'm open to criticism. You know, just don't be a dick. Don't just be like, oh, I don't like this design because you suck at drawing or whatever. But you know, if you guys have like a way to like improve a design or something like that, I will actually take it to heart. Because I have looked at some designs and I'm like, I could probably do better. Zero out of 10 region, no furry bait. I mean, Flaminax is like probably the most furry bait Pokemon in the entire region. That is also another thing, but like on a serious note, that is a thing that I'm going to like also kind of include more. Like there are going to be like humanoid Pokemon, because I know there's people who actually do like the more humanoid Pokemon. But I will say, like, I know I talk negatively about humanoid Pokemon all the time, but I don't hate a Pokemon simply because it's humanoid. It's more of the implication of it wearing clothing. Like, take Cinderace, for example. My problem with Cinderace isn't that it's a humanoid rabbit. I don't mind that. My problem is the fact that it looks like it's actually wearing a soccer uniform rather than just having markings on its fur that look like a soccer uniform. That's my main issue. But yeah, there will be like humanoid, like anthropomorphic Pokemon alongside like animalistic and inanimate Pokemon and inanimate object Pokemon. Because I realize because you know, that's the beauty of Pokemon. Everyone has a favorite. Everyone has a favorite. I mean, there is someone out there who loves Jinx as much as I love Cyndaquil. And there's someone out there who thinks that Cyndaquil is the worst Pokemon out of like all 1,000 plus Pokemon. Gardevoir, if you're not gonna shine for me, I don't know why you're running away. I have no interest in you right now. Okay, I'm not gonna do... I ain't gonna do her dirty like that. I actually really love Gardevoir. But not one of those... You know, that's the one thing that sucks about... That's the one thing that sucks about actually liking Gardevoir. That's one thing that sucks about actually liking Gardevoir. Like, whenever someone says, like, oh, what are some of your favorite Pokemon? And I mention Gardevoir, I immediately get the bombastic side-eye. They think I'm one of those weirdos when it comes to Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is one of those few Pokemon where it's like, if I'm playing through a Hoenn game, it basically has to be on my team. Like, it just doesn't feel right without it. Like, I've used it so much in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it's like, how can I not use it, you know? I actually can't tell. Are you? No, that's not shiny. I think he's a little paler than that. Yeah, I think Flareon is a bit paler than that. It sucks because, like, in its official artwork, it's just like a deep red. But in like the modern 3D models, it looks a lot more orange than it initially was. Who in God's name do I know on Discord named Scrooge McDuck? Oh, never mind. I know who it is. They just changed their name. I thought it was like Shiny Ducky or something. I was like, oh, I haven't heard from him in a minute. I hope he's doing good. I genuinely do. You know, that just shows you how much I actually do care about my subscribers, dude. Like, I'll randomly think of a random subscriber who just hasn't been on here in a minute. I'll be like, I hope they're good, bro. It's been a minute since they've been on the channel. I know, Pearly. Yeah, Pearly, they said that they wanted to wait until they got the game so they weren't, like, spoiled and stuff like that. So, who knows when that'll be. Who knows when we'll see them again, but, you know, I hope they're doing good, too. Same thing with that one guy. I think his name was X-Boy. Yeah, X-Boy. I hope he's doing good, too. Haven't heard from him in, like, literally a year. Well, maybe not a year. I'm exaggerating. But I haven't heard from him in a couple months, you know? Hope he's doing good. Same thing with Crispy. Even though he's on, even though we see him in the Discord server, you know, he hasn't been on the streams lately, so I hope he's doing good, you know. I hope everyone's doing good. That's just me. Cause y'all already know, me and the Chill Army, we like this, bro. We're like this. We're family. Heck, if you don't, and if someone just doesn't mess with my content anymore, then I mean that's completely fine. But I still hope the best for you. But yeah. Definitely gonna try to incorporate. I'm gonna try to get a Steam Deck as soon as I can. I'm mainly working on the Switch 2 though. Yeah, I'm mainly working on getting a Switch 2 so that way I can just get that out of the way. But for my birthday, I'm planning on like saving up enough for a Steam Deck or even a Steam machine so that way I can play some non-Nintendo games. I really want to play Dispatch. I would love to stream Dispatch for y'all. That game looks so fun. I'm not sure if I want to do a stream of it. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I want to do a stream of it or if I'm going to just do like a regular series though. Like a regular video. Well, I am kind of considering like shifting all of my gaming content towards just streaming it while I switch like the regular like videos and stuff like that to more like discussion based videos. Because those do a lot more. Those are a lot more successful than the gaming stuff. Like the gaming videos, it's more for just like for my subscribers to come and chill and we can actually have conversations when I'm not like, you know, you guys can actually like ask me questions and stuff like that or whatever. Even suggest video ideas and stuff. That's mainly what like the streaming and all that is for. It's mainly just to interact with my subscribers. But yeah, regular videos, I noticed that like the discussion based ones were doing really good. I think one of my more recent ones did pretty good. Let me see. YouTube Studio. Videos, right? Yeah, videos. Sort by most viewed. Okay, now that's a reaction. I never knew so many people didn't know how to evolve their Roselia into a Rose Raid. So, for those of you who don't know, 11 years ago, I literally just made like this crappy like video. Like, you can tell I clearly took my phone and just recorded my like little 3DS screen. And it was like how to evolve Roselia into Rose Raid. It's the only Pokemon tutorial I've ever done up to this day, by the way. I never knew. 12, I got 46 likes. And it got 12k views. I didn't know 12k. So 12k people didn't know how to evolve their Roselia. That is crazy. And the only reason I made that video was because I didn't know. I thought it needed a Sunstone to evolve, but no, it needs a Shiny Stone. I initially thought it needed a Sunstone. Now it's like ingrained in my head, okay, you need a Shiny Stone to evolve it. But yeah. Okay, apparently episode 1 of my former like Soothing Silver playthrough before I decided to do an anime log, that did really good. Yeah, my Fakemon video got 3.5k views. That's actually, for my channel, that's really good. Oh my goodness, so many reaction videos, dude. So many reaction videos. Definitely need to delete some of these. Discussion based. Yeah, my... What happened to that other video? Guess it's not there. But yeah, I do know about that one. Yeah, is Pokemon Champions what we've been waiting for? That did pretty well. That was a pretty successful video too. At least in my eyes, that was pretty successful. But yeah, there's so many reaction videos I need to just like delete. Because some of them are just nothing burgers. Alright, what about like recent? Yeah, my top 100 favorite Pokemon video did pretty well. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, or at least the last video I did, the why Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon, me ranting about the Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon event, that did really good. That did really good. And I only made that video because I was genuinely like kind of like annoyed at the Pokemon Company at that time. Well, Game Freak mainly. Or maybe it was the Pokemon Company that decided to work. Yeah, I think it was the Pokemon Company deciding to do that whole thing with GameStop because they are affiliated with them. Yeah, this video also did kind of good, but it wasn't like super good. Like our casual players being left behind by competitive and stuff like that. Had to take care of trash stuff again, no problem. Alright, what other video did pretty good? Yeah, is Pokemon Champions what we've been waiting for? That one did decent. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like shift to doing, yeah, all of the gaming content will be through streams. And then I'll do like discussion based videos from then on. Like for regular videos, I'll do like discussion based stuff. Because those videos just do better naturally. I know someone did suggest that I make like a separate gaming channel, but no. I'll just stream the video games that I'm interested in, and then, yeah. It'll mainly just be me talking about, not just Pokemon, you know, maybe a couple TV shows and movies that I, like, maybe recently watched, and I'll do, like, kind of like a, discussion-based videos of, like, what I liked and didn't like about them. I'm not gonna be one of those channels where I have to, like, where I just, like, analyze the entire freaking episode and then bam. Like, it'll just be me, like, discussing what I liked and didn't like. Hell, I could even, like, watch, like, Stranger Things, and I'll be like, so I watched Stranger Things for the first time. And I know the Fakemon series will do well, because people do like watching Fakemon content. You know, after playing a couple ROM hacks that actually do have Fakemon in them, I was actually surprised by how many people who have played fan games and ROM hacks and stuff like that who don't like using Fakemon, and I'm like, really? And apparently it's like, it's more of just like having to figure out the typings and stuff like that, but I'm like, and I'm just kind of like thinking to myself, I'm like, isn't that the whole point? Yeah, isn't that like the whole, I thought that's the whole point of like playing new Pokemon games though. Like, wouldn't you want to use Pokemon? There goes one of my Ultra Balls. But what was I saying? Yeah, like I don't know. I don't really want to like I would want to play, like, whenever I play a new Pokemon game, I like to play with the new Pokemon. I don't want to just like fill my team up with Pokemon that I've used for like the 50th time, unless it's Cyndaquil. Like, Cyndaquil is literally the only exception, because yada yada yada, my favorite Pokemon. We went over this already. I'm gonna train up Glaceon since they're good and ranked, you guess. The one-time Glaceon's actually good at something. Now I'm playing, I like Glaceon. I like all of the evolutions, actually. There's no one that I really hate. At first, I thought I just really didn't care for Eevee, but no. Like, I actually do. I actually don't mind Eevee evolutions. Like, I guess I am one of those people where it's like, I like Eevee, so by association, I like all of the other evolutions, but Espeon will always be my favorite. Has a small hitbox and has freeze dry. Oh. Speaking of which, I guess we could try ranked. Hold on, what is the battle one for? Who was in the studio, dude? Nah. Oh, I would have to create a room, but I think you can only do like 4 people, right? Oh yeah, you can only do or can I just like do random people? I don't know. Search for random. Oh, use a passcode from a friend to join their room. They're not okay. These it is up to 4. That's lame. Change titles? Oh, okay. Well, gotta take care of one of these random bots. They're not even trying anymore. Freaking corporate crow MCs. Like, you're not even trying anymore, bro. Get out of here, loser. What a freaking loser, chat. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, up to 4, so it doesn't actually have to be. Okay. Cool. Then sure, I'll do this then. Saw someone else streaming battles and he had a room of 3 people. Oh, okay. I do want to actually build a. I do actually want to build like a proper ranked team though. But yeah, I will probably do like the online ranked stuff out of, like, I'll probably do a couple battles here and there just to get it out of the way. I don't really care if I get my ass cooked. All right. All right, let's try a battle here. Yeah. We'll just do normal rules. Oh wait, I like random. Yeah, let's do random. All set. But yeah, I was looking at the time and then I was like, yeah, might as well try a battle or two. Might as well try a battle or two. Bro, I would definitely listen to this while I'm like studying or whatever. Like while I'm doing like class assignments, which I just realized I need to do a couple of them. And by a couple, I mean like probably do like 3. Big money maker. I didn't get to read the other 2. Wait. Oh. Oh boy. Sheesh. Well, he's dead. Can I... Nice. Like this. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, you're dead. Yeah, take your sweet time to load. Double KO. Okay, this is actually really fun. What the heck? What is this? Oh, nice. Oh boy. That was actually pretty fun. Okay. I get it now. I like it. That was actually dope. That was actually a really fun battle. You can definitely see why they recommend 4, but still fun. Yeah. Shoot. I'm down to do another one. Yeah, I'm down to do another one. Probably one more. I'll let you do a... Oh, let me restart it then. Let me restart it then. Hold up. Far away. A quick ping in the server, yeah. Yeah, do like a couple of them. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put up a new one. Just in case people wanna, just in case someone wants to pop in, and then I'll probably leave it open for like a minute or so, and then and if no one really like joins or anything like that, like a minute or two, if no one really joins, then bam, we can just get back to another battle. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see why they do the... I can definitely see why they do, like, the 4. Why they recommend 4, but you're right, it is pretty fun. Even one-on-one is pretty cool. I like doing... Even the one-on-one is pretty cool. Hey, overrated, what's going on? You used the Jacinthe theme because it's the best one by a long shot. It is a pretty good theme. I don't know if it's my absolute favorite, but it is good. Can't battle currently since you have schoolwork at the moment, but you'll join eventually. Well, we're only doing this for like a little bit because I am ending it soon. But yeah, it is just since Steam is such a banger. But yeah, I guess we might. I do want to have at least 3 Pokemon ready for competitive though. Yeah, I'll go like maybe like an extra 10 minutes. Not in waiting, but you know, let some people join. If people want to. If not, then I don't mind doing 1v1 still. I don't mind doing 1v1s. I just know I'm getting jumped. With your money, you can easily train up some mons. No, I know they cost like lower. I know they're like lower cost, but I don't have the specific mons that I want. I don't have the specific mons I want to use. All right. Doesn't look like anyone else is gonna join in, so can probably we can just do another 1v1. What's the squad I'm thinking of? I'm not sure, but not 100% sure, but obviously they're gonna be full of megas. You know what? Let me listen to just in Steam actually. Yeah, I don't have a specific team in mind, but we'll have to wait and see. Gotta go for the night. Good luck. All right, see you later, Endekenda. Again, appreciate you for following. Hope I catch you on more. What's it called? More streams. You have a great night. Why? Why did it spawn us all the like so far away? Why did I do that? Oh my. Nice dodge, nice dodge. Golly. Greninja, frail. We're just using our party Pokemon here. Basically. Munch him. Run. The double crunch. Golly. Why? I misclicked. Bro. Aw, man. 1 minute remaining. Let's go. Run. Well. So it's a tie, right? Since we both have 3. Yep. My your Greninja was about to airstrike my Excadrill. Yeah, I saw the time and I was like, I hope I can just like stall it. I hope he's far enough so he doesn't get a hit on me. Yeah. We need the same rules. Are we gonna let Overrated in? If he's free to join. Yeah, if he's free to join. I'm not sure. Because I know you say he's doing schoolwork right now. I'll start a new lobby if he is, but if not, then we can probably go for another round. These are actually fun as hell. Also, is the stream still good for y'all? I'm not sure. You're free to join right now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Since we're using our parties, you were gonna go and get your Feraligatr back in. I mean, yeah, you can do that if you want. I mean, you can use competitive mons or whatever. I don't really care, but yeah. For me, since I don't have any competitive mons at all, I'm just using my party since those are the only ones I have that are appropriate leveled. Oh yeah, battle rules, we'll do normal 6. Might as well get that out of the way. The normal rules. Alright, Overrated's in, and Ghost Bunny is in. And I'll do like another... minute in case some random person wants to join in on the fun. Would be fun if we could get like a full... Also, Overrated, your character looks clean. Just like Ghost Bunny. And then you just have me. Nah, my character cool. My character's cool. I just wish we had a better... I wish there was like a better hat design. I wish there were some better hat designs though. Might need to get one that actually matches the entire fit though. I didn't want to go too crazy. First time seeing Overrated's drip. That's what I'm saying, bro. The hair color is really nice. Yeah, I just went with a simple fit. Something nice about there being 4 slots is that more people get their battle fix at once. Yeah. Alright. So if we ever do dedicated battle streams, the queue will go back quicker. Fair. That is true. That is true. With the whole, like, yeah. I got what you mean. I wish when you clicked random, it stayed at random. Alright. I'm all set. Like, I wish when you chose a specific theme, it just went to do that. Try to somewhat look like Garchomp. Oh, okay. The hard images. This ominous ass theme. Okay, Lucario. Oh dang, I thought I could switch back faster. Come back, my child. The gang up is crazy. Oh, the critical hit, bro. The critical hit, bro. Oh boy. Oh no. What'd I get hit by? Oh, I guess the earthquake ratio just freaking the blast radius of that earthquake reached me. Jesus. I didn't even get to send out the dang Pokemon. Like, let me breathe a little bit. Where you at, overrated? Bruh. Bruh. Overrated was chomping us up. Not that's what I'm saying, bro. Golly, GG. That's what I'm saying, bro. As soon as my freaking Pokemon came out, it was basically an instant death. It was basically just press A to die. It was basically just press A to die. But yeah, GG though. GG though. I do gotta get better though. Also, I almost freaking gotta turn my blinds down. Alright, we're good. Chomped us up and served us to Gordon Ramsay. Right. But yeah, I'm thinking of like doing like rotation teams. These are gonna be this is gonna be a very short series though for like the battle streams, if I am gonna do them, since Pokemon Champions is supposed to be coming out like early next year. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize Overrated was right there. That was actually a really nice switch. Come back, come back. Run! Oh god. Well, I'm dead. Slow as hell, bro. Dang. Come on, Halucha. Dang it. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Run with me. Okay, okay, okay. You need Glaceon desperately. GG though, GG though. Okay, I see the hype behind this though. I do see the hype behind this though. I wasn't so sure how good PvP was going to be, but I see the hype behind it though. I like it. it wasn't for the Switch, bro. If it wasn't for the Switch. I'm taking down overrated, bro. I barely avoided that. Ooh. Golly! I got sniped. I got sniped. Damn, my lick back though. You're kidding. No. I was just about to kill him too. Bro, I'm getting cooked, bro. Bruh. We got vaporized, bro. Bro, we got freaking vaporized, bro. GG. Overrated might be too strong. We gotta start ganging up on them. That's what I'm saying, bro. My Pokemon will just come out and they just get completely annihilated. Golly. But bet, I gotta start building my competitive team. I just forget to do it. Cause it's not like I don't have enough like items and stuff like that to do it, like vitamins and all that. Run. 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 Yes. Sneak attack. Never mind. Dang it. I don't know why I thought that would have worked. Wrong Pokemon. You stay away from me. I'll take that though. Run away from me, baby. Of course, I missed my target. I just need one hit. I just need one kill. There we go. Bruh. I know he died from that. I know he died from that. I heard the fainting sound. Yeah, overrated might be a little too strong. Might be a little too strong. Alpha wielder. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down if y'all are down. We could probably do like two. We could probably do like two more. Yeah, we could probably do like two more. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try out ranked. Definitely going to try out ranked then. This ain't even a competitive team. It's just your normal party throughout your playthrough. Golly, what have you been doing? Well, I mean, they are alphas, but like, what have you been doing, bro? Did I really not hit you? Come on, come on. We can get him. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, Lord. 2 for alligators. Come back, come back, come back. Dang it. Golly. I don't know why. I should have Mega Volt to try to, like, kind of stall that Psychic. Oh, God. He was, like, charging straight towards me, bro. Run. Run! Get that. Yum. I don't know why I hesitated on clicking Earthquake. And I should have Mega Evolved. That's on me. That's on me. Yeah, we can do like 2 more. We can do like 2 more. But I like this. I think I was only afraid of ranked because I was just like afraid of people like, you know, either just getting ganged up upon or, you know, like I was afraid of getting ganged up on. And I was also afraid of just like, you know, people just kind of camping, you know, not really battling at all, but the game kind of forces you to fight, so I do like that. Like, there's no, like, area, obviously there's no areas to hide and stuff like that, like, you have to fight, so I do like that. Bro got sniped, bro. I really got sniped. It's nom nom time. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Come over here. Run. Never mind. I thought I would avoid the liquidation. Run. It was like a chain reaction. Overrated killed Ghost, and then I killed Overrated. Beautiful. Bro had to readjust himself. Like, my Chandelure really said I can't hit him from here. But GG. Did a lot better that round. Did a lot better that round. Alright, we could do one more. Yeah, we could do one more and then I'll end it off. But yeah, definitely, I will definitely consider doing battle streams from now on. I will definitely consider doing battle well, not from now on, but I'll definitely, well, I mean, I was already planning on doing those, but like, now I'm actually like, now I'm actually convinced. I'm sold. This is the closest thing. This is kind of the closest thing we'll have to Smash Bros. And Pokemon, kind of. Like, not quite Smash Bros, but you know what I mean. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Can you, like, follow me? Run away from me, baby. Run away. Run away. I don't know why I thought I could fight that. Run away from me, baby. No! Why did I think that was a good idea? Bruh. Oh god. Why? How did I... You're supposed to resist that, Halucha. Halucha, lock in, bro. What did I even get hit by? I guess Earth Power does... I guess Energy Ball just doesn't exist. I was clicking Energy Ball for like the last... You know, we good, we good. It's all good. Not the Pokemon I wanted, not the Pokemon I wanted. Come on. Come on. Also, why am I not Mega Evolving? Beautiful. Oh god. How did I, that didn't even look like it touched me, bro. But alright. Let me get at least one more kill. Let me get at least one more kill. Yeah, 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 yeah. Damn. Come on. Okay, bro. You know, I had some licks in. I got some licks in, so we're good. And by licks I mean two. All right. All right. Wait, what? Bro, I don't know. I just get random friend requests. I just get random friend requests and then like I don't know who this person is, to tell you the truth. I don't know who this could possibly be. Like I don't know like 50% of these people. I don't know like oh maybe more than 50%. Like I don't know like 80% of these people, bro. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah. So we tried out ranked and all of that, so yeah, that was pretty fun. That was, or not ranked, but we tried out like battles against each other. Like online battles and all that. So that was pretty fun. I will consider actually doing that on my own time too. I'll try out ranked and all that. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this stream, be sure to, you know, leave a like if you guys haven't already. If you guys are watching on YouTube, of course. If you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you haven't already, follow if you guys are on Twitch, and if you guys want to stay connected with me, links are in my Twitch bio, or if you guys are watching on YouTube, in the description down below. But I love you all, and I will see you guys on the next stream. But until then, stay chill, army. You'd be careful and ranked with me, you two running around. Fair enough. Fair enough.